Consistent with your mindset, consistent when you shining, and always keep it true for the city and make them move. That's why I choose not to lose.
Because you're probably like, why is this guy doing this stuff? What makes you so different? One, I think we're all different. That's just a fact of being who we are. And so when I address it in the terms of my poetry, it comes down to the fact that I think that I've gone through a lot of trouble to really search my feelings. So when I write a poem on a subject, whether it's love or Black Lives Matters, as there's going to be some of that new stuff in my book that comes out next month, when I write those kinds of things, or I write about relationships or just people in general, I try to take a different perspective that, number one, that we're all equal, that we're all geniuses, that life is incredibly beautiful. I put a lot of effort into that thought that we're all very, very blessed. And if you're a close friend of mine, you'll probably notice that I constantly play what people call devil's advocate in the sense that I like to try to understand why a person is feeling the way that they are. I think that's most important. And then I also try to realize that it's not always that a person has a problem or anything, or that there's something wrong with them, but they're just very, very different from me. And I think we very much underestimate and like to blame, shame, or whatever people for being who they are, when in actuality it's so easy to become anybody. And we are who we are by choice, and really by just how it works out. And it really shouldn't be a point of pride, but it's a point of beginning. When it comes to what I do with Kinyo Live, we had a really great show last night. I'm up early here downtown at the downtown area I'm in Pearl downtown San Antonio. You'd have to be from San Antonio to know what that's all about. But when it comes to stuff like that and stuff that I do with Kinyo Live, it's kind of like I'm doing it different in the sense that I'm doing it very different, really. I don't see a lot of people doing things like me, and that's something that I'm learning a lot right now. The fact that when I do stuff, the people that I'm working with, I realize that I have a lot closer relationship with the people that I work with than most people do. And it's super fascinating. It's interesting, you know. Nate, the guy who records video at my show, like a close friend of mine, and we talk all the time. We meet up Tuesday nights, some nights, Monday nights, I don't know, it depends, whenever, but you know, we meet up different times to talk about different stuff so that we can develop a bond. And a lot of these people are giving their time because they believe in it. That's one thing that's super different about the people that I work with. We all really, really believe in each other. Prince Ivy has his album out, and I know that all the people in our group, we really, really believe in him, and we believe in what he's doing. Dom Williams from IMBC, I'm wearing an IMBC shirt now. It's kind of all the time. He really believes in Kinyo Live. That's why he came on as a sponsor before anybody else did. Before I actually asked him to, he brought it up. And so when I'm doing things, it gives me a sense of security. I feel very comfortable on stage, and I think that is a key to success, and why so many other people are able to come in and have fun. It's because we're all having a good time. It starts with the core of friendship, and I believe that's everything. And that's always been my goal. Like I'm trying to make some new friends, and let that be the foundation. You probably don't know what Kinyo Live is. I just realized that at the end of this, but Kinyo Live is the talk show that I do here in town live, and there's some video up, so you can check that out. It's all over the place. What else? As far as Project Forward, why is that different? That's probably the most decidedly different thing that I do, because everything in our society right now is moving towards media. And media is kind of very singular in its business model and the way that it treats its artists and things like that. So Project Forward is a revolution for media. The idea is that if we can find ways to not so much worry about incentivizing incentivizing artists, but instead if we can focus on helping them build relationships with each other, giving them a platform to build relationships with brands and businesses like IMBC, then they can create better art, and they can have inspiration to create art on a whole new level. And the art will be more authentic, and people will have a better connection to the brands that they work with. And so that's what that's all about. Very cool. People walking by, distracting me. Anyway, it's not their fault. But yeah, so I hope that kind of sums up why I think I'm different in my 3 areas of operation. Those are the things that I do. I'm also different because I'm sure everyone else who's going to be at this meeting that I'm about to head into is going to be wearing like a suit or something like that. But I'm t-shirts. IMBC has got me on t-shirts nonstop. I can't do without them. It's too much fun. But I'd rather be wearing, you know, like a nice comfy tee and some sneakers than some baggy khakis. Oh, burn! I saw a dude with baggy khakis. I was like, sir, you're doing your suit disjustice. You're doing your body disjustice. It looks like you're wearing robes. That's mean. It's not necessary. But anyway, thanks for watching. Definitely keep checking out the videos. I just put up a video with Ray Marshall. Really, I just started talking to this guy. I'm probably going to be hanging out with him a lot now. He's very cool. He's super into computers. He's also very differently minded. We talk when we get together. It's dangerous. We just talk for maybe an hour, a couple hours on technology and ways to change technology and ways to disrupt technology and ways to disrupt retail and stuff like that, and move away from a consumer society. But you know, I'm not a super huge rebel. I'm just these are things that I like to talk about, and I think with them you can create practical first steps. So anyway, you can check that all out, and don't be a stranger. I'd love to. I'm kind of doing this series where I just like answer a question. You know, this one was why am I different? I'd love to hear your idea of a question that I should ask myself next. I'm sure I can come up with a few, but I'd love to hear yours. So let me know.
We all something great, but still we got our own face. So what you making yours? Are you working like chores? Working to the top floor.